Students, here in this video we can analyze one more problem with regard to the implied conditions. So there are a number of problems will be given in the law exams. So there are a number of case laws are there on the aspects of implied conditions and the warranty. So first of all, we know what is meant by implied condition, what is meant by implied warranty. So there are certain aspects which has been impliedly hidden under the conditions. No doubt the buyer and seller, they will transact with each other and they will have some discussion. So on the basis of that discussion, there will be a sale transaction. So here what happens, for example, if a person buys the mobile, so it is normally that the features of the mobile is that there should be the outgoing and incoming calls facility should be there, and the video recording should be there, camera should be there, all the things should be there. So it needless to say that all these features should be there. So that is impliedly which has been understood between the buyer and the seller. Likewise, there are certain implied conditions are there. So in our previous video, I have demonstrated this aspect with regard to the concentrating, with regard to the implied condition, with regard to the title, that is the transfer of the ownership, that is the condition as to title. That means what happens, the buyer, he normally believes that the seller has got the ownership, that he has got the title over the goods which is going to sell. So that is with regard to the car problem. So whereby we have seen that problem in the previous video. So it is concerning to the aspect of the Diwal case, Rowland versus Diwal case. So there we have seen with regard to it is the implied condition that the buyer, he may not have to go in very detail with regard to the other seller has got the title or not. So that aspect we have seen under the implied conditions. So here condition as to title. So besides that one, there are number of other aspects are there with regard to the implied conditions. That is sale by sample. That is one more aspect concerning to the implied conditions, whereby the buyer, he will see some sample and he will purchase the goods. That means it is implied thing that whatever the goods sold to the buyer, it is in accordance with what the sample which has been shown to him by the seller. That is also the second aspect, that is sale by sample. Likewise, there is one more aspect is there, that is a condition as to description. That means the seller, in the course of his business transaction, he will describe with regard to the goods which he is going to sell. So that description means, so that is the implied thing is there. So he will describe the things that the concerned mobile, it has got all the features. That's all he will say. So that is the implied thing, that all the features means that is having the camera and video recording, audio recording, and all the facilities. So there will be another thing is there. We can see all these things in the other videos. So just I will say what are all the things will come under the implied conditions. First one is condition as to title, sale by sample, condition as to description, sale by sample as well as by description, and condition as to quality or fitness. So this is also very much important. Condition as to quality or fitness, and condition as to wholesomeness, and condition as to merchantability. So these three things are very much important. One is a condition as to quality or fitness. Second one is condition as to wholesomeness, and the condition as to merchantability. What does the meaning of condition as to quality or fitness? That which are all the goods the person is going to sell. He should be of the he should be of the good quality. That what he is going to assess, what he is going to describe with regard to his goods, they should be of that quality, and he should have the fitness. And condition as to wholesomeness means he should not suffer from the any what you call defective aspect. And next one is condition as to merchantability. That means while buying the goods, the product may be it is somewhat okay, but after buying the product from the seller, the condition of the goods which will not be the consumer friendly. So that will be called as a condition as to merchantability. So with regard to that one, we will see one problem here. This problem has been given in the kslu exams. So here A asks B, a chemist, to give him a hot water bottle. Subsequently, the bottle burst and injures the A's wife. So here this aspect we can see. Here, is B liable to refund the money paid by A? So this aspect we can see. That means one person A, he bought the hot water bottle, and it was using by the A's wife, and it got into burst. So here, is B liable to refund the money paid by A? That is whether the chemist is liable to pay the money which was being paid by the A to use that bottle for the purpose of a hot water bottle. This is the problem which has been given under the kslu law exams. So as I used to tell you that if you adopt these steps, you can easily you can cover all the legal aspects. So here what I wanted to put you that you can simplify the facts. So you can for your purpose also you can simplify the facts in this way. That is, the plaintiff went to the defendant, a chemist, and asked for a hot water bottle. The defendant sold him an hot water bottle. The plaintiff had purchased the bottle for his wife, and she was using it, burst and injured her. So this is the facts and issue whether the chemist is liable for a refund of money only. Here the issue, that is what is meant by issue, the issue between the plaintiff and defendant, whether the chemist is liable to only whether he should have to refund the money whatever for which aspect it has been paid. So here we have seen number of things. That means under implied conditions, you have seen that the condition as to quality or fitness, condition as to wholesomeness, and condition as to merchantability. So in view of all these things, the person is liable. That we can say, so that person is liable. Here we should raise the issue also. Then we should go for the provision of law. Well, which are all the provisions of law will be applicable here? That is section 16 plus 1 of the Sale of Goods Act, and the instant cases, the instant case law which has been given under the exams. So that is as of the same features, same facts of the cases which we can see under Priest versus Last. So same facts of the case we can see, only except certain changes. There we can see that is hot water bottle. Then they have used for the boiling water. So except that one, all the facts of the case is one and the same. Here, when we have to analyze all these facts, issue, and the provision of law under analysis section, we have to more or less we are concerned with regard to the what are the facts in the instant case which has been given in the problem, and what is the issue, and how far the decision which has been given under the settled case law, what is the settled principle of law we have to mention. So we have to analyze this one. So I have gone straight forward with regard to the answer. Here the instant case can be dealt under implied conditions as to quality or fitness for bias purpose. So this can be seen under section 16 plus 1. And when we analyze the facts of the case, the relevant aspects for our consideration is that when the buyer intimates to the seller the purpose for which he requires the goods, then the seller must supply goods which shall be fit for the buyer's purpose. So this is the important thing. So when the buyer intimates to the seller the purpose for which he requires the goods, then the seller has to supply the goods which shall be fit for that buyer's purpose. That what we can say, that is implied condition, that is a condition as to quality or fitness. Even though the buyer he does not say he wants the hot water bottle for the purpose of keeping the hot water only. So here he has used it for the boiling water. But that is implied conditions that when the seller is going to sell the hot water bottle for the purpose of storing the hot water or boiling water, it should be of good quality. It should be of the good quality, and it should have the fitness. So it is his duty, that is implied conditions. So then the seller must supply goods which shall be fit for the buyer's purpose. To apply this condition, the following parts has to be proved. So which are all the aspects which has to be proved to say this aspect, to demonstrate the implied condition aspect, that is a condition as to quality or fitness, condition as to wholesomeness, condition as to merchantability. Here the important thing is condition as to quality or fitness. So here the buyer should make known to the seller the particular purpose for which the goods are required. That is the requisite thing, and the buyer should rely on the seller's skill or judgment. The goods must be of a description which the seller in the course of his business to supply. That means he normally deal with regard to this sort of the business only, that supplying the hot water bottle, supplying the boiling water bottle, and here the buyer should made known his what you call his necessity, and the buyer should have acted on in that aspect, and the seller should be dealt with regard to the such business. So these are all the prerequisite things. So the facts of the instant case is the same as the facts in the case of priest versus last. So wherein the seller told the buyer that the flask was suitable for hot water but not for boiling water. When the buyer's wife used it with hot water, it burst and she suffered injuries. So here in this case of priest versus last, the court held that the seller must pay compensation for breach of contract due to defective quality. So the court has awarded the compensation for the defective quality, even though they have used it for the boiling water. So here it does not make much difference, hot water or boiling water. Hot water means it is as good as it is also holding the prescribed the highest maximum point of that water boiling limit. So here that is the requisite thing. So you should have a good quality. It will not get burst, and the plaintiff's wife would not have suffered the injuries. So what should be the decision? Whether the chemist he will be liable only to pay the price of the goods, or whether he could be liable to pay the compensation for the injuries for which the plaintiff wife has suffered, means he is liable for the tortious act also. The defendant has to pay the defendant has to pay the compensation So that is the aspect. So here, what is the decision? Apart from the right to reject the goods or to claim compensation under the Sale of Goods Act for breach of a condition of warranty on the part of the seller, the buyer has also got a right to claim compensation under the law of torts. If by his negligence, the seller delivers some dangerous goods to the buyer which causes some harm to him, so the plaintiff can ask for the refund of the money paid towards hot water bottle and also compensation. So the plaintiff is entitled to ask for the refund of the money paid towards the hot water, and also he can get the compensation from the defendant, that is chemist. So here it may be with regard to this aspect or any number of the examples may be given. Here instead of hot water bottle, there may be other case laws will be there. Number of case laws we can be there. So it may be with regard to the purchasing the milk and consuming the milk and suffered by drinking that milk. The plaintiff would have suffered due to consuming that particular milk. So there are number of the cases will be there with regard to this aspect of implied conditions. So this is the aspect what we have seen with regard to the condition as to quality or fitness. In the next video, we can see the case law, another aspect with regard to the merchantability aspect, and also with regard to the sale by sample as well as by description. So likewise number of case laws will be there. In your examination, they may give any case law, but if you know the concept of implied conditions, then you can easily write the answer. So the required thing is that you should know the concept, you should know the provision of law, you should know certain the case law's name, then you can write the answer very well. So this is with regard to the implied conditions concerning to the condition as to quality or fitness.